Hey, have you ever read something that was really confusing? I mean, you've read all the words, but you have no idea what they meant.
What is riboflavin?
Sometimes it may seem like that in the Bible. So let's take a few verses that might sound a little bit confusing and let's unpack them together. Revelation chapter 22, verses 3-5. No longer will there be a curse upon anything, for the throne of God and of the Lamb will be there, and his servants will worship him. And they will see his face, and his name will be written on their foreheads. And there will be no night there, no need for lamps or sun, for the Lord God will shine on them, and they will reign forever and ever.
Now, I know that verse can sound like a whole lot, but what you need to know is it is all about heaven, and that is awesome. Why is that awesome, January?
Because heaven is awesome.
That's right, but let's unpack it just a little bit. Now, there are probably a few words in this verse that you have heard before, you've read them, but you may not know what they mean. Words like curse, lamb, and light. We probably all know a version of what that word means, but what is the Bible trying to teach us by using those words in this verse?
First, let's talk about curse. The very beginning of Genesis, God created a perfect world with Adam and Eve in it. Then sin entered the world because Adam and Eve disobeyed God. So when our verse talks about curse, it talks about when humans brought sin into the world, and sin is the curse. So we can celebrate because in heaven there is no curse, just like the verse says.
The verse also uses the word lamb. It's not talking about the farm animal. It's actually talking about Jesus. And Jesus sits at the right hand of the Father. So when we get to heaven, we get to see God face to face. We'll be worshiping him and serving him, and we will always be able to be identified as his children. Just like if I wrote something on my forehead for everybody to see.
The last word is light. And this is all about God being light. The Bible actually calls believers children of the light. And because God's light shines forever, there will never be darkness in heaven.
So in summary, heaven is awesome, and there is no curse in heaven because there is no sin.
And we get to live face to face with God forever in heaven.
And because God is light, there will never have to be darkness in our life again in heaven.